Although Hurricane Melissa has begun pulling away from Jamaica, authorities have warned that deadly hazards remain across the affected regions. Officials advised residents to stay cautious of downed power lines and flooded areas and to ensure that generators are operated safely, placed outdoors and at least 20 feet from any enclosed space to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Cleanup operations have also been described as risky, with people urged to handle chainsaws and power tools carefully and to stay hydrated to avoid heat exhaustion in the humid conditions. The World Meteorological Organization and the U.S. National Hurricane Center have reported that catastrophic flash flooding and landslides are likely to continue across southwestern Haiti and southern parts of the Dominican Republic over the next day. In Haiti, widespread damage and the isolation of communities are considered highly probable. Tropical storm conditions are expected to persist through Wednesday. Forecasters said that life-threatening storm surges, flash floods, landslides, and destructive hurricane-force winds will continue through Wednesday morning and urged all residents in threatened areas to seek safe shelter immediately. Across the southeastern and central Bahamas, hurricane conditions and torrential rainfall are anticipated on Wednesday. Authorities have asked residents to complete their final preparations by tonight and to follow all local emergency instructions. Meanwhile, the Turks and Caicos Islands are also expected to experience tropical storm conditions, heavy rainfall, and significant storm surges during the same period. Further north, a hurricane watch remains in effect for Bermuda, where conditions may deteriorate late Thursday or Thursday night as Melissa approaches the area. Meteorologists noted that Melissa's passage over Jamaica earlier today, October 28th, had temporarily weakened the system, with pressure levels rising sharply by nearly 60 millibars and maximum wind speeds dropping by about 60 miles per hour. However, satellite and radar data from Cuba have since shown that the storm's eye is becoming better organized, suggesting that Melissa is once again strengthening. The current estimated sustained winds stand at 130 miles per hour, and the hurricane's inner core has expanded since earlier in the day. The system has now shifted direction toward the northeast, moving at roughly 8 knots, and is expected to accelerate in that direction over the next few days. A combination of an advancing trough over the southeastern United States and a subtropical ridge across the Atlantic is steering this motion. The projected path indicates that Melissa will cross eastern Cuba overnight, move over parts of the Bahamas on Wednesday, and approach Bermuda by late Thursday. Although the storm is forecast to continue strengthening before reaching Cuba, it is expected to weaken gradually once it moves inland, due to increased wind shear, dry air intrusion, and the island's mountainous terrain. Even so, Melissa is still likely to remain a powerful and dangerous hurricane as it passes through the Bahamas and near Bermuda later this week. Experts believe that Melissa may transition into an extratropical system within the next 3 days once it crosses north of the Gulf Stream. The National Hurricane Center's latest forecast indicates that while short-term strengthening remains possible, the system will generally weaken after 36 to 48 hours, yet continue to pose a serious threat to all regions in its path.